Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Didn't really have a lot to show you today, so I thought I would show you some books that I picked up the other day. I found a recycling centre, not an op shop so much as just a recycling centre. I guess they're affiliated with the refuse centre up there, and wow. I want to go back again, but I'm not sure that the structure of my house will handle the amount of things that I want to bring into it. I did very well. Something I seem to find very difficult to find here is foreign language books. This place was a gold mine. I have just pulled out a few of the selection that I managed to pick up. This, I think, is Bulgarian, which is super interesting. No idea what it's about. I mean, I will find out before I use it, because that sort of thing soon I find interesting. But yeah, it's very cool. There's a few maps included. Excuse my cup of tea, or move my cup of tea out of the way. I've still got labels underneath my mat, so it's a bit uneven. So you can see most of that. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm always excited to find maps. I mean, look at this. This is just crazy. I'm not even sure what's going on here. Yeah. So I was very excited about that. It's like some of the pages are not even cut properly, so I don't think it's even ever been properly read. So, but there was a lot of these, and I picked up a bunch. So there's that one, which has an interesting sort of cover. It says 1885 on the cover, but I do believe it's probably, there you go, 1985. Yeah. So there's that one. There's this one. This one's super cool. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? With 331 stamped into it. This one was a book about two different philosophies, I believe. But yeah, got some beautiful photographs of old text. It's published by the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences, 1984. So very cool. I get out a few of these books because they're gorgeous. They're covered in this sort of cloth, and this is very much stamped into it, the print. So and again, this would be the 1980s, I imagine. 1975, there you go. It's a little bit earlier, but it looks pretty much the same. Looks like a medical sort of thing from what I can tell, but again, I will research it a little bit before I use it. So I think this is the last Bulgarian one that I've pulled out to show you. Somebody's handwriting. It's 1980. But the text is just beautiful. I mean, I guess to an English speaker, anything other than English just looks lovely. English is boring. So yeah, I've never come across Bulgarian before, so there you go. That's when I picked them up I was like, not sure what that is. I had an idea what it might be, but yeah, I didn't know until I got them home and looked it up. And then I picked up some French books. So again, these have beautiful illustrations, these ones. Quite big print, I like. It's clearly a learning book, a school book, because it has exercises in the back. So yeah, and again, a very nice cover. When was that one from? Forgot to look. $19.30. A French book about Bali. These are not the prices I paid for these books, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Again, very large print, some beautiful old photos and illustrations throughout. Just lovely. And some great foxing and discoloration as well. 1938. And again, beautiful cover. These are all in really fairly good condition considering the age of them. This is beautiful. I guess it's the Legend of the Swan. Again, it's in French, so I'm not sure, but yeah. Again, the big print. I'm guessing this is a child's book or a young person's book. Some beautiful illustrations, some line drawings, they're just gorgeous. Again, there's a bit of foxing on the pages here and there. Not too much discoloration on this one. This is 1974. Again, beautiful cover. So I can see a lot of just natural covered journals coming up in my my near future, because yeah, most of these are something I wouldn't want to recover. Just leave them as they are. Maybe replace the spines, but I don't even know about that. They might just be small journals, I think. So here is another French book, I believe. Has little notes, little drawing. Someone clearly got bored during class. Lots of little notes. Help. That is what I would be saying if somebody expected me to learn all this. This is 1958. I think this is the last French one that I have here. Again, interesting cover. Somebody's writing in the front. This one's 1797. So this one's an old one. And has a lot of foxing on the pages and does have little notations throughout. This is, looks like a play. Yeah, anyway, lots of foxing on that one. But isn't that crazy? I just struggled to get past. It cannot be there. It's not 1797. That's when the play was written, I believe, not the book. The book was printed some time after that. A long time after that, I would imagine. I assume this is probably 19 something, but there doesn't seem to be a date. Sometimes they're in the back, but not very often. Nope. But anyway, lots of foxing, beautiful discoloration. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So excited to have some foreign language books. Practical Italian Grammar. Again, beautiful cover. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Somebody's name. This one is falling apart. 1967. Little notations and scribbles in pen here and there. Some beautiful illustrations and photographs throughout. And it smells just amazing. Bit of water damage. And it just, you know how some books really have that old book smell? This one, I can smell it from here. I'm just leafing through it and I can smell it. It smells just delightful. Lots of little notes throughout. Yeah, so yeah, that's beautiful as well. An English book. Oh my goodness, I'm showing you an English one. I did grab quite a few of those as well. Okay. This has a lot of foxing and that very nice sort of soft paper that you get. This one was published in 1860. So yeah, this one's fairly old. It's funny, you can see the difference in the paper from the front to the back. This is quite white still, very light coloured paper, and then in the front it's really yellow. So I'm not sure whether they just, it feels like they swapped paper halfway through making the book, because that's quite sturdy paper, whereas this is very sort of, it's much softer and finer. So yeah, that's always an interesting thing about old books. Sometimes the pages aren't all the same size. I've got one book that I'm currently working with that all the pages are different sizes. It's like whatever paper they could find. I mean, it all seems to be the same paper, but if it was the end of a roll or whatever, you know, short page, they didn't care. They just popped it in, printed on it, popped it in. As long as it was big enough to fit all the text, didn't seem to matter. This is actually a Reader's Digest condensed book. I just bought it for the cover more than anything, because the cover was just awesome. Don't often buy the Reader's Digest condensed books, but I thought this one, well, it says it's first edition. I don't know what that means, but I don't know when it was printed. It doesn't say. But it's kind of falling apart, and the paper was beautiful, so it had these lovely sort of illustrations and title pages and stuff. So yeah, it was quite an attractive book, aside from being one of the Reader's Digest ones that I don't normally pick up. It was just quite a nice book. So yeah, look, I picked up these books. There's a purple page. Oh, they're lovely. Francis, Duke of Teck? I don't think that's Teck. Mary Adelaide, Duchess, and Princess May. Mama is quite happy. Papa is, as usual, rather trying, but we are accustomed to this. Love it. It's Queen Victoria, Queen Alexandra, and King Edward. So yeah, it's a very interesting book. I have to have a little closer look through, but yeah, the pages are literally falling out of it. You can see this is pretty much done. So I will may have a quick look through that one before I pull it apart, but yeah, I don't know when it was printed. Does it say back here? 1963. The original versions of these were 1963. Yeah, British Condensed Version, Reader's Digest Association Limited, 1963. There we go. So this one's 1963. But really, I just bought it for the cover more than anything. And those illustrations are pretty amazing. Also, those photographs are pretty amazing as well. So, right, I did buy too many books. This is a drop in the ocean to the amount of books that I actually bought. Yeah, I shouldn't be allowed out unsupervised. I need adult supervision. I will go back there one day, but the book section was enormous, and if I go back there, I know I will just end up there again. I actually didn't look around the rest of the place. I went straight to the book section. By the time I'd finished there, I was exhausted. So I have to go back to look at everything else at some stage. But yeah, there we have it. That is a little selection of books that I managed to pick up. Quite a large portion of which were foreign language books, which was yeah, just brilliant to find. And these Bulgarian ones are like super interesting to me. The text is just amazing. So I'm very excited. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming along. I hope this wasn't too dull for you. I'm just in love with books, so I had to share. All right, I will see you again next time, guys. Thanks for coming along. Bye.